Part 2, Chapter 9, of Introduction to the Devout Life. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recorded by Nathan Cameron. Introduction to the Devout Life by St. Francis de Sales. Part 2, Chapter 9, concerning dryness in meditation. Should it happen sometimes, my daughter, that you have no taste for or consolation in your meditation, I entreat you not to be troubled, but seek relief in vocal prayer, bemoan yourself to our Lord, confess your unworthiness, implore his aid, kiss his image, if it be beside you, and say in the words of Jacob, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. Or with the Canaanitish woman, Yes, Lord, I am as a dog before thee, but the dog eats of the crumbs which fall from their master's tables. Or you can take a book and read attentively till such time as your mind is calmed and quickened. Or sometimes you may find help from external actions, such as prostrating yourself, folding your hands upon your breast, kissing your crucifix, that is, supposing you are alone. But if, after all this, you are still unrelieved, do not be disturbed by your dryness, however great it be, but continue striving after a devout attitude in God's sight. What numbers of courtiers appear 100 times at court without any hope of a word from their king, but merely to pay their homage to be seen of him. Just so, my daughter, we ought to enter upon mental prayer purely to fulfill our duty and testify our loyalty. If it pleases God's divine majesty to speak to us and discourse in our hearts by his holy inspirations and inward consolations, it is doubtless a great honor and very sweet to our soul. But if he does not vouchsafe such favors, but makes as though he saw us not, as though we were not in his presence, nevertheless we must not quit it, but on the contrary, we must remain calmly and devoutly before him, and he is certain to accept our patient waiting, and give heed to our assiduity and perseverance, so that another time he will impart to us his consolations, and let us taste all the sweetness of holy meditation. But even were it not so, let us, my child, be satisfied with the privilege of being in his presence and seen of him. End of Part 2, Chapter 9. Recorded by Nathan Cameron.